We listen.
And judge.
A little bit. I think, girls, this is the time in our podcast where we need to actually look at some examples and show some examples.
We need the receipts.
Yes, let's
The
judge.
time has come. The time has come. We've been talking so much.
And I think what better idea to actually look at some UGC examples that we found online. To use that as an opportunity to comment on some things, some little things that could perhaps be improved on, or videos that we absolutely love. So I think that would be fun.
Video number 1, we're going to watch it and then we're going to give our feedback on the video once it's finished. And that is the first one. So, girls, what are your thoughts off the bat?
I think it's already controversial to start with. So, obviously, as beautiful visually as it is it really UGC? Is it really user-generated content? It feels very editorial, I would say.
I would say trying to be editorial. The fact that it's beautiful up close shots, like the different bits, but it's a little bit too fast edited that it feels a little bit hectic. Whereas editorial would be a little bit more
slowed down.
Yeah, like different, like fast with slows. I think with it.
And then maybe also the shots will be a little more elevated. I hate this word. That's the right way to say it. Like, I don't know, even more polished than this, because it's a wannabe, like you said. And then for me, I think the biggest thing is it's not like the UGC needs to always have a voiceover thing, but at least for this kind of product where it's like, is this going to grow my nails? Is this just for whatever, making them like prettier, or do I apply it before I put my makeup on? Like, how does this work? I don't understand, why would I need this product?
I think it could, if it was tweaked more, it could work. I think it's just like, in terms of, it's got beautiful clips, it just needs a little bit more of wider lens shots, that it's like actual someone further back applying it and showing how it fits into the routine, I'd say, a little bit more.
So it just needs a little bit more shaping.
Yeah, it's just, it has the elements there, but it just needs finessing, and then it would be perfect, that one, I think.
Because let's get it straight, these shots are beautifully shot. I think the problem, as Ali mentioned, is more in the editing. Even the added ASMR sounds, we need to be kind of thoughtful and like thinking about that, because it could overwhelm the general aesthetic vibe of it, because the music gives us very much different vibe than the edit of the sounds.
I think that sometimes, for even brands or creators out there, when you're creating videos and if you're wanting it to be no voiceover and you're wanting it to have like a nice sound, nearly edit, or like put your sound in first and edit to your sound. So like if there's beats, match them up. If there's bits, it's like do, that's slower. So like it needs to have the pace to match the visuals, and then that makes it flow better. Because I think when you watch that, your brain knows something's not lining up, but that's why it feels a little bit hectic. But I think it is beautiful video, beautiful shots, just some tweaking.
Okay, probably for me it's 6.
I think that's fair.
I think I would agree. 6.
Next
one.
Struggling with fine lines, dryness, or dull skin, you are not alone. This retinol cream, packed with 1% retinol, hyaluronic acid, collagen to target wrinkles, boost hydration, and keep skin youthful. The texture is so lightweighted, non-greasy, and the best part, fragrance-free. It's gentle on all skin types. I have a sensitive skin and I use this day and night. It helps with cell turnover, meaning fresher, firmer skin over time. My skin feels plumper, smoother, and so hydrate. No more dullness. If you are 25 plus and you are not using retinol and collagen product, then it's time to start using it. Your future self will thank you.
First of all, for me in this video, there's 2 red flags. The first one is the dimensions. There's part of the video that you can see that she's been nicely trying to zoom it in, so like keeping it engagement, which is great. However, the problem when you do this is you want to make sure there's no black space, and then part of it zooms out. You can see black space up at the top right. And the second one, when there's an up close of the skin, you can see the glitch and filter on the side of her face. So I think those are 2 big no-nos when you're actually doing them. Because straight away it doesn't feel authentic, and also to the edit, and it's not as close attention to detail. That would be my two kind of areas I think that could be improved.
Product,
I think definitely I think it's an interesting conversation about the pronunciation of things and accent in UGC as well, because accents are amazing. Don't be like me. I tried for so many years to get rid of my accent, and now I miss it a little bit. So don't do that. But I think there's a very thin line between an accent that we can understand and sometimes the pronunciations that are harder, or words that are not obvious to us as internationals how to pronounce them. And I think the one thing that we can do is literally Google a pronunciation of the product or article or even brand sometimes. Google is so good with that. It actually has a little tool now to do that. So it's going to give you a little mouth and you click play and it's pronounced, and it even shows you how your mouth should move. So it's really good, especially for internationals to figure that out. Yeah. And then I would say some parts of the voiceover in general for UGC creators, if you're not sure that the word is pronounced correctly or that it felt a little bit like it's not as clear what you're saying, just re-record it. Just do it. Just try it again and see if that goes better, because sometimes in this voiceover, in this video, if I didn't have the captions, I would struggle perhaps to understand.
Yeah, I think for the audio, I think even not, to be honest, not even taking accent into it, it would be the volume. I think that it's a wee bit too quiet, that you have to really listen, and then it makes it a wee bit harder again.
That could be too,
yeah. I think it could be brought up a wee bit. And another thing for the captions, while it's great having them in there, I would say it's a safe space. I would be saying that would be cutting it very fine to be within the safe space. The captions, I would have them a little bit higher up again or a little bit smaller, just to definitely make sure, because typically the safe space goes across here sometimes, that you don't know if that second line could get chopped off a little bit. So it would just be double checking for that one.
And the sound effects, again, once again,
they don't really match the action of it, right?
I think it's became a little bit of a trend that people put them in, that sometimes it's overkill, that it's too, and it kind of kills the authenticity of the video a wee bit when it's too much trying to do that. I think they definitely fit sound effects, but more within the ASMR, if that's the full style, whereas you don't need to put all those different edits into one video all the time.
And a quick tip, I think, for if you do want to use sound effects, because it is fun and it is definitely a trend in UGC, rather than choose the sound effects for an action like squeezing something out, rather than that, use a sound effect to change the frame or to do a little zoom in, something within that kind of editing rather than changing of the pace of the video rather than the action, because that's, as Ali said again, it's going to ruin that authentic vibe, especially in those, especially the video in general is quite cinematic. So this just, as Maria said, doesn't really match the vibe as much.
It's also not very equalized in terms of how the speed of the first scenes are going and then the last scenes. I think when she was applying this the cream, it was just too much of that scene. I think it was I think 6-7 seconds on that,
ran out of kind of fillers to put in.
And when she started, everything was super fast, super engaging, almost a bit too much for me, to be honest. And then you kind of go into the opposite side, which you have to keep it, you have to have a balance, consistency throughout the whole video.
I think we should just do a 3, 2, 1 and then we set, so then everyone says a real rating. So 3, 2, 1, 5.
4.
I wanted to say 4. No, I was no, I need to be more empathetic.
The Amazon pet products I swear by as a dog mom. Number 1, this 6-in-1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6-in-1 Lick Mat Enrichment Toy Meal Slow Feeder thingamajig. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Look at all these suction cups. Ready? You get the snuffle mat part, but you also get a bunch of different sizes and shapes of lick. So lots of varieties. You have room for liquids. I like to put an egg in this and some goat's milk in this. Honestly, so good. Number 2, If you have an itchy dog, this has seriously changed the game for me. This is the veterinary formula clinical care hotspot and itch relief medicated shampoo. The word vomit. Amazing. I've been using this for years and years and years, and my dog is seriously one of the itchiest dogs probably on this planet, and this has helped him so much. I just get it on Amazon, and it does the job. Lastly, if you don't have an air purifier, I promise you it is worth every single penny. If I took this filter out right now, it would be disgusting. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spare you, but it's amazing. If you have dogs, it gets all the dirt, all the dust, all of the nastiness in the air, and it just sucks it right up. I have one of these in every single room of my house, and I swear by it for my allergies, for the dog dander everywhere. It's 10 out of 10.
Okay, thoughts, people?
So a little bit different vibe in general. But this is the thing, because I don't know who put this video in there, and I don't know what the process was. But I quite enjoyed this video. The roughness and rawness of it, and also the authentic vibe of it. She seems fun. She seems like she is talking to a friend on a FaceTime. That's the sort of UGC that's very popular with brands at the time.
On TikTok.
At the moment. Especially on TikTok. I think TikTok is just
that's a TikTok
space for it, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very cool, but this kind of gives inspiration, because I'm not sure if it's actually a UGC video or it's just an affiliation kind of with Amazon. Yeah. But still, it's a really cool idea to bring into like your unboxings or your like things like that for brands when they send you a little bit more products. Just show like my favorite products from this brand or for this and that. I think the idea is something to steal. I'm going to remember that for future. But I just really enjoy it. Obviously, she still thinks about the quality in sense of there is some sort of natural light in front of her. So, and then there were a couple of bits, I feel like the interest points of the video, you know, when she like puts the mat and she sticks it out and things like that. But I'm very interested to hear what you girls think.
I think for that one, it's not giving me UGC, it's giving me more like probably affiliate marketing, which I would say is a good point, that it's completely different types of videos. If I was judging this from a UGC point of view specifically, then I would say like it probably would need scene changes more. It would need to have B-roll clips in, actually showing the dogs enjoying it. If she's putting an egg in it, showing that being put into it to give that fuller lifestyle feeling. But that's what I'm judging it as UGC, whereas I feel like affiliate marketing's different styles of content. It's that really like stripped back kind of content, which does perform well on TikTok. However, if it was for a UGC ad, I would say it could be faster scene changes, actually showing the dog, bringing that into it, and even showing like if she has one in every room, allergies, bringing more B-roll clips into it too. But interesting, Maria, your thoughts too?
Just a quick one, sorry, just a quick one, because that actually brings a good point, is this sort of video, if you're thinking about making something like this as a UGC, communicate with the brand, because that could be a reason for reshooting completely if that's not what the brand is visualizing, because as Ali said, not really UGC.
It's more affiliate marketing, I would say. Yeah, that's not a UGC video for me. I would personally think anyway.
Yeah. So it's definitely an affiliate, probably, because when I searched for it, I didn't put like UGC video, because when I put UGC video, it's just like it's just everything looks perfect, and I that's not my intention, right? So I instead searched for the products, like, and I just put pet products, right? And then I just like went through it. So it is probably an affiliate, but I put it in here just from a UGC perspective, in case. I'm sure there's these kind of videos as a UGC video, purely UGC. I just put it here because I feel like, first of all, it's too long. Like, you know, it for a UGC it's too much. And then, as you, Ali, said, I think there should have been more B-rolls for sure. But also, I mean, I loved it for the rawness and for the authenticity of it, and that's what you should have in a UGC video. That's key elements, and I loved it for that.
5.
6.
See, I was gonna say 6, but then I was like, girls are gonna eat me alive.
Right. Yeah. On to the next.
I've been trying these Black Girl Wellness Gummies recently, and I absolutely love how easy these are to add to my routine. They really taste good, which is a bonus, as they're actually packed full of ingredients that help my energy levels and my skin. It's been such a small switch, but made a big difference with how I feel day to day. I've been feeling less sluggish and more clear-headed. It's one of those tiny acts of self-care that's so easy to keep up with.
Very nice script.
Okay.
It's a very nice script. I would say that it's keeps you kind of like informed and engaged at the same time. I always give feedback on that when the script kind of hits that balance.
It's a nice
because it's very nice when it's informative, but also you keep watching it. The obviously I think the obvious one is the variety of scenes that just look too samey.
Yeah. So I put this one in, and my thing was for it's a beautiful video. Could have done with more B-roll and more variety. Because I think it was just the same again. Whereas I was like, why don't if it was like you in your day, maybe taking it, like showing you having breakfast in the morning, it's there too, or like putting in your handbag, or like even having just extra scenes, I think would have helped bring the script even more to life.
And this is what we would call a variety of clips, right? Because I think sometimes maybe creators misunderstand that as just, short, tiny clips of different edits, but it's actually just one video in one POV and in one perspective, one aesthetic shot. The variety is that mixture of lifestyle, product placement, product texture, all of those things combined and mixed up together. And I think it's quite a challenge itself when you have so much B-roll to work with. So if I could give a little advice for creators out there and, kind of relating to this video, is shoot a lot of B-roll, but be thoughtful. Don't do a lot of takes in the same perspective, because what it's going to do, it's actually going to slow down your editing, and it's going to mix it all up, and you're going to miss your best shots. So
and I think it's going to make it even harder for you to edit the video, because you don't have enough scenes in there.
And my only other thing for that too was there was some audio pops in it as well. So it would just be for the audio, like keep the mic a little bit further away and like be really ruthless when you're listening back to your audio to make sure like, is there any issues with that? Because it just makes it flow so much better and sounds more professional if it's just really clean audio, I think, in it.
Yeah. I call it the P sound distortion. I don't know how to say it. There's a name for it. But there's
audio pops. Oh, that's I've always known it as like an audio pop because it like goes pop.
Oh, yeah, it does pop.
Right, rating girls, what do we think? 7. Oh, variety.
Wow. Variety is very important for me, clearly.
Yeah, definitely.
I love that
it's
one.
Gorgeous.
That's gorgeous.
It is a beautiful video. It is a beautiful video.
I think, interestingly, if we compare that, it doesn't have a lot of different variety of shots, because that there one of the mirror is shown quite a bit, but there's enough other variety, I think, with the texture shots that you can get away with it. And also for editing, I love how she's paired like the with like the movement. Like that makes my brain sing, because I'm like, that looks beautiful and it comes together so clean. That's beautiful. I love that
beautiful
one.
And also the light, the perspective. Can we talk about that? The mirror reflecting her, the products in the background, the little flower. Because this is the thing, right? If a brand received this video, they would be pissing themselves from happiness, right? Because it's gorgeous, aesthetic, quality, but there's also authentic bits, and they're so tiny, they're so subtle, like that scrunchie on the table. It's like it makes it feel like, yes, this is my beauty station, and these products just lay there.
This is my house, and this is where I live. This is not a studio, and this is how I do my UGC video,
That's it.
In the morning,
No, it's gorgeous, beautiful.
I personally don't have any like how to make better for that. I think that's beautiful as is, and they've done a really good job for that one.
I don't think so. I actually think voiceover will ruin it.
This is the thing. This is the thing. But also, it's one of those videos that you could have a voiceover. Brand could add it a voiceover, but it also works beautifully on its own. Yeah, definitely. Oh, I love it. Scratches the brain the right way.
10. Yeah. We're all we love that one.
I want those pieces though. They're lovely.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So who wants to start?
This might be a wee bit savage. You would have lost me in the first 2 seconds. I'd have scrolled on. I feel like it's a beautiful like unboxing style. However, it's too slow. Personally, for me, as like a viewer, to actually watch it the whole way through. I feel like if it had tighter editing on the unboxing elements to get to that, like actually showing the overview to then showing the styling. Like I was waiting nearly to see, let me see the pieces in your house, because I felt like a transformation was coming, but it didn't come. So I feel like if it had have been for that one, like it's beautiful the unboxing bits, but I think if it had have been quicker edits with the unboxing, because you can get really nice examples of this too, of like choppy unboxings, and it's like really satisfying to watch. But that's your initial hook. But get through that kind of quick to then show the overview, to show the after, like where did the pieces go, how did they look in your house. I was waiting to see that.
Them,
yeah, because now I'm like,
100%.
okay, they're pretty, but like how, if I was a consumer wanting to buy them, like, but how would that look in my house? How would I actually put that all together?
Yeah. I personally think that I would have enjoyed a voiceover as well.
It needed it.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like, I don't know, the texture of those like pillows, or what is the material of the the vase and the rest.
Or
of it.
even just like, I'm in the middle of renovating my house. This is a couple of pieces that I found. Context.
Something.
And even too,
like
because
POV.
and I think too the pieces are quite like different looking, that they look nearly handmade. Like, what's the story behind the brand? Is it handmade? Is it artists that you can buy direct out of? I feel like for this, if it had have had the voiceover to add context, it really would have helped it.
Definitely.
It's a pity for that one,
because it could be either like a handmade products or like Shein, and we wouldn't know.
Yeah, you would. Yeah. So it's like 5, 4, 5, 6. Fair.
Next.
Feeling stressed? Let's fix that. Trip's magnesium powders are back and better than ever, just in time to help you unwind. These sold out fast last time, and honestly, it's no surprise. Each serving packs 250 milligrams of magnesium and has everything your body needs to feel calmer, more focused, and fully recharged. Whether you're taking a moment to relax or just need a stress reset during the day, you'll feel the difference in no time. Plus, it comes in a super refreshing and delicious flavor, so this one is a no-brainer. But don't wait, these won't stay in stock for too long. Grab yours now at drinktrip.com.
Visually beautiful, and also the script is engaging, lovely, the kind of that clean girl aesthetic throughout, love it. But when I closed my eyes for a second when I was watching the video, because the music has voice singing, it ruins it so much. When you close your eyes, you can't focus.
So
I was trying to understand why it doesn't click for me, because everything is beautiful, like every shot is perfect, like the shot, I mean, the exact when she was saying for relaxing, right, she was in the bed, which
she lined everything up beautifully with her script.
But then at the end I was like, but something is not right.
I think so. I added this one in, and I think with this, it was an example of beautiful shots, beautiful script, everything was perfect, but it was editing just at the end. Even how she edited the actual footage was stunning. I think when creators are adding in songs, be so careful to add in songs that either don't have someone else talking, because I think that just distracts straight off the bat, or else if you're putting in music, just have it to be that background, like soft. I think this would have been beautiful with like nice soft just music video, like no actual voice singing or anything in it, because I think it takes away. And also too, even with editing, if the music maybe had been a little bit like less loud and like lower compared to the voiceover, if the voiceover had been over, it might have helped it.
It always makes it harder. You make life harder for yourself. And also I think it's another thin line of the balance of the music background and your voice, because you also don't want to put the music up to like 2 and then your voice to like 150, because then it also feels very detached. So definitely keep in mind on that. 8.
7.
Beautiful, but a little bit improving, that's fine.
If you've got yellow brassy tones in your hair, you want to try the Schwarzkopf Live Silver Shampoo. Leave it on for 5 minutes in the shower, condition afterwards, and it leaves your hair super shiny, soft, and look at that icy blonde tone.
Oh wow, that's it.
That's it.
I expected something like another shot after this or something. I feel like it's ending
abruptly.
Yeah.
I think that one, it's a really nice, quick how-to video. However, this is me probably being picky, but I like editing, especially when it's a green screen, that your green screen doesn't have any cuts in it. So for example, she obviously was to the right-hand side, that's fine, but when her script like changed, there's like an obvious cut in the actual green screen, if that makes sense, of her script. So it felt a wee bit like abrupt. And then obviously when she moved to the right-hand side too, but I think cleaner editing for that, if you're doing paragraphs, try to set in one bit, especially if you're using that green screen, so it flows a little bit better. And for the script to have a natural ending, I felt like it was very much throwing information without having a natural ending. Like, what was the why? Like, it was just kind of like, this is what it does, but there was no like personal touch to it, maybe a wee bit.
Yeah, and also I think, what is the product actually? Is it like a?
It's a bright
hair toner. Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay, that's the
so
thing.
Maria wasn't sure what the product is. There you go.
Like
what it does.
Because it was too. Okay.
It's a little bit of chaos, this video, I think. I mean, it's very nice because you can see her commenting on. It almost looks like this is what I've done, and now I'm commenting in real time. I understand the idea of green screen. However, I do agree. I think if the video was longer, she could get away with the cuts in the green screen a little bit more as well. But never cut in one sentence. Definitely not. Don't do that, because it will always look a bit too choppy. Yeah. And I think the other one thing that bothers me in green screen is if we see the product in that background setting, don't hold it in your green screen. It just makes a little bit too much of a... So
sell. We're here. Yeah, fair.
And it just confused. You know what I mean? It's just like, let's keep the hero in the background, and then you are actually commenting on it. And also, I think it's interesting to see that the outfit that you're wearing actually, if you do it in green screen specifically, it actually really matters. So just this frame that we see right now, the blonde hair behind her, and then she's just blending with it.
You can lose it.
So if you do green screen, if you're going to wear contrasting things to your background, it's going to be easier for you to actually edit it out as well. It's going to keep your posture clearer.
That's a very big point.
So I think for green screen, perhaps choosing more contrasting colors to the background, what you're showing, and also to whatever you're recording your video could be a good tip for the future as well.
Perfect.
100%.
Rating? 3, 2, 1, 4.
See, but it's so interesting because we do look at different things, and I feel like once we like rewatch and edit it, we're gonna realize what really matters to us.
I'm not saying that Base's 5-minute kit is magic or anything, but my bare face has not looked this good in years. I've always thought I've had to wear makeup, but lately I've been ditching it, and it's all thanks to Base's 5-minute kit. It's honestly the easiest skincare routine ever. Here's the thing, I used to feel like I needed makeup to cover up uneven texture, dark circles and fine lines, but after using the 5-minute kit for just a few weeks, I started to see some real changes. My skin was smoother, brighter, and more even. Those little imperfections that used to make me reach for that heavy foundation, gone. It's honestly the easiest skincare routine ever. Just 5 minutes, morning and night. It's packed with everything I need to protect, prevent, and correct the signs of skin aging. Now I feel confident going bare face. It's like I've been empowered by the simplicity of this routine, and it's boosted my skin confidence like nothing else. If you want to feel good in your own skin, just like I did, this 5-minute kit is your new best friend.
So I really like this video. However, there's a few wee things. At one point in the middle, I don't know if you see me like trying to check for the time.
Yeah.
There's a glitch.
Same. I was like, okay, good that she checked it because it's just draining.
Because it's and like a lot of people do this. I find actually when I'm doing feedback is always make sure your layovers actually line up with your like main screen, that it's not peeking through, because it's like nearly jarring when it happens and you're like, oh, that wasn't like a nice flow to it. So I think really nice, that kind of script, really beautiful shots that she has used throughout. There is a little bit of an audio discrepancy there. Like when she went, you could tell that it went from obviously talking to camera, the voiceover was extracted, to them maybe it was actually just talking into your phone. So that would be my only thing, is just actually having the same seamless voiceover throughout. Yeah. But like it is stunning shots. Only other thing, and this could be me being like a little bit picky, is I feel like somewhere along the way it felt a little bit repetitive. Or like this, I feel like it could have been cut shorter, that maybe there was a bit of repeating kind of the similar thing again.
This is definitely the point that I wanted to make as well, is when you're writing your script, it's so important to prioritize the USPs in information, because quite often you will find, if you break it down, that you're mentioning the same things throughout the video. And I think the one other thing that not bother me, but I give feedback on that a lot, is almost like doubling down on the CTAs. So there's just multitude of them. Yeah. So, and I think especially closer to the video, when I think she said something like, I'm never going to wear makeup again. That could be it. That's a CTA already, you know, because it gives a natural finish to the video, but it also tells you subconsciously, you need this, you know, you need this, click here. But then she goes, it's my 5 seconds every day or something, and then it's another scene, and then guess what, there's another one as well. So I think it's beautiful, because I picked this video as one of the good ones, but because it's beautifully shot. She's got that sort of like calm, relaxed energy about her, beautiful, which is amazing. Voice, yes, but it's just those tiny things, like the length of the video, the prioritizing of the script, and the CTAs, which also is that kind of prioritizing of information too.
The only outcome that I took out of this video is that that is the easiest skincare routine, because she said it like at least 3 times or something like that.
There you go. Yeah. Sometimes it works in your favor but that's like one strongest like USP that you want to make sure that people got from it.
But what else, you know? Like, okay, fine, but then at the same time, it's 6 steps routine. How is this easy for me? Like, it's just that it's too much, you know.
There could be an angle saying, perhaps, because this is the relatability again, right? So like, yes, we have 6 steps routine and we sell it as the easiest routine we've ever done. Do we say that it was so easy to follow the steps in this routine that even though there's a lot of products, it feels so easy for us, right?
Exactly.
Or
I didn't get that.
The angle.
I didn't get that, the thing. But however, I really enjoyed the first scene when she is talking from a personal experience, and that's a really good hook to start with, right? She's just literally storytelling, like, about, and I think
you're mentioning quite a nice part there as well, that sometimes people focus so much on the initial start that then they nearly forget about the middle and end, that they're just as important if you want people to watch the whole way through it. So rating?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
8.
7.
Oh, okay. Still.
I do, because I have my comments, but I think in general, if I was to give this feedback on clip, for example, it would be somewhere in those high numbers. But that's just last video.
I remember when I lost the bird. I think it's I get that it's really tricky when there's a mirrored object that you're trying to film, but you gotta be smart with your angles to not have your tripod in it or your phone recording the phone.
Also, this is another video that ends abruptly for me.
Yes, it doesn't have a natural,
And this is a very good point here, because even when there's no voiceover, you still need a storyline in your shots.
I think that a lot of people don't take that in consideration, that it still needs to have the flow to the music and it can't just be a doof. Like, and even I think this is another example too of the editing to the beat. I think she tried to edit to the beat, but it didn't line up properly, that then it didn't fully hit, because like there was a zoom in bit, but it didn't fully match the beat of the music. Which didn't.
And if you do videos like this, everything needs to be perfectly lined, especially when you add music that people know and love, and you know, or like a variation of it. So definitely the biggest problem here is the storytelling. I think there's no sort of introduction. No, it's just, this could be done. I think this is the problem with the unboxing and the organic videos that creators make, is that yes, but also no, because this is clearly an ad, because you're showing this product 5 times in an angle, like without a phone, or 2 cases at the same time. So it's not really a part of your routine or your life either. And then my second thing would be that that problem of not facing the light rather than having it behind you. Even on this scene here, you can see that kind of overcast over the whole frame. There's just the light doesn't hit, the details are not there. The light is kind of going through her legs, and when she was moving, the overcast just followed. And I think if you just reversed the phone stand and your background, and I understand that sometimes we want to focus on the background, but there are specific times of the day where we can shoot those, you know, when with the like we've got a beautiful landscape behind us and we want to do it, you know, probably the kind of early sunset is your time to do that, because then you're going to have that nice
golden glow,
yes, but without that sort of harsh contrast like we see here. Probably the worst times of the day would be like morning, and then like, you know, that lunchtime, sort of like at noon time. That would be the harshest light overcast that you can get if you shoot it behind.
Also, one last thing from my side is the choice of music as well. Like, it's not just about the choice of music, but the way that, you know, there's this nice flow at the beginning, which is like, okay, and energizing, whatever, blah blah blah, but then it just cuts into a completely different like
vibe
song, which is again like super like famous, whatever, but it's just like, okay, you threw me completely out of that vibe anyway, and now you're just putting me back, and then, you know, the scenes are not the best and the light is not the best, and then everything is a bit getting worse now for me, you know?
I think this is just a classic case of the hook wasn't really like, if we weren't just looking at this video for the purpose of like talking about it, we probably wouldn't watch it. We probably would just
100% scroll.
There was, but then like for things like that, girls, do you have any ideas what a hook could be for a video like this?
I think nearly the scene, it's not gonna let me go across, but see when the scene it was like at the actual beach or something, like actually having them there, that it would have been a little bit different. And having, I think, changing it around, I probably, for that style of video, I get the idea of like doing the unboxing, but because it was mirrored, it didn't work specifically for that product, and it wasn't facing the light to be bright enough. That I think turn around, actually probably different. It's just, to be honest too, like, this is not the creator's fault. Like, mirrored products are always hard to film. But you have to, like, if, for example, this scene now, if that was tilted more, you wouldn't have had the phone in it. So there is things that you can do.
I think for me, it would have been something super simple, like my phone case broke or something like that, you know, or I got tired of my phone case, and I was just like,
oh, right, that angle.
Get some more, you know, let me get some.
But if the
two of them, so I don't get, you know,
Maria, if the case was, the brief was saying just aesthetic shots of the product, so like an organic product showcase, could you think of any hook that would stop you? Because for me, I had an idea straight away of like what Ali said, you know, when it's just like a very clean shot of the phone being taken out of the bag, or if you're, you know, to give that aspect of personality, if you're lurking into a bag and the POV is from the inside of the bag, and you're picking up the phone. It's just something to give that visual interest still.
I think there's so many things you can do, like with this, you know, it's a phone case. I mean, even just like, you know, doing this, like something like that, like, that's a, you know, that's a hook.
That's a hook.
I think, that's a hook.
3, 2, 1, 3.
4.
I just wanted to add that if you're watching this and one of those videos is you, it's please don't take it personally. This is just, we hope it was constructive enough, and we shared advice on how to actually make your videos better. And we've all been there, and we've done videos that were a 3 and a 5 and a 10. So we understand that there's better days, worse days for us. There's lighting issues, there's things like that. So we completely understand. These were just examples for us to go off on how we can make those little things better, if that makes sense.
So I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I know we did anyway, and we're going to definitely do some more of them in the future. But you know where to get us. Email at hello@useclip.com. We're on all the different social media as well, and we will see you in our next podcast /live. Bye.
Bye, girls. Bye.